We're starting another chapter now where we're going to be taking a look at object properties in your drawings. Now we've got a new drawing for you. It's called ground floor plan underscore rev 5. Rev 5 stands for revision 5, the 5th iteration of this particular drawing. You may recognize the drawing. We have used a similar drawing in previous chapters. And we're going to be taking a look at object properties and how we work with those object properties in our AutoCAD drawings. In this particular video, I'm going to show you how to change properties in your drawings. It's very quick and easy to do. Now, in this area here that's sticking out on the right, this is like a little landscaped area. There's some tables for people to sit at. There's some bike racks there for people to use. Zoom in so that you can see the rectangle a lot more closely, like so. So there's the rectangle central on the screen. Now, if you hover over that at the moment, you can see there that the color is by layer, the line type is by layer, and it's using the A700M FFE layer. Now, the properties are all using the properties that are set by the layer that the object is on. If I now select the table, it's a closed polyline like that, and I go up to the properties panel on the home tab on the ribbon, you can see the color is by layer. You can also see that the line weight is by layer, and you can also see that the line type is by layer. Let's change those. Let's go to line weight, and I'll change that to a much thicker line weight. Let's go for something like 0.6 millimeters. And I'm also going to change the line type, like so. Let's use grid line 1-2, which is the grid line type. You can see the purple grid lines to the left. So that's updated. Let's also change the color. Let's go for that green there. So it's now a green color as well. So if I now hit escape a couple of times, can you see it looks very different? If I hover over it though, it's still on the same layer, the A700M FFE, but the color and the line type are individual to that object. So when you're using by layer, the whole idea of by layer is it allows you to set all of the properties of an object to the properties of that layer. Let's select the table again, and I'll change all of these back to by layer. So there's by layer there. Click there, just slide up to the top. There's by layer there. And again, with the line type by layer. So you'll notice now when I hit escape, it's back to what it was before. Everything is by layer, and it's still on the A700M FFE layer. Now, double click on the wheel of your mouse and zoom out again. You'll notice there's a lot of furniture on that orange layer. So if I hover there, you can see that desk is on the A700M FFE layer. Now, the reason we use that by layer setting is there may be hundreds of objects in a drawing that are all using that layer. And you don't want to have to go in and individually change the properties of each of those objects. So if you know that all of the objects are set to by layer for color, line weight, line type, and so on, what you'll find is that these will allow you to change the color of multiple objects all in one go. So if I go to the layer properties here in the layers panel, you'll notice that you've got all your layers here like so. Now the one that I need is the layer that the furniture is using, that FFE layer. So let's just slide down a bit, see if we can find our FFE. There it is there, A700M FFE. So it's using color 30 and a continuous line type and a line weight of 0.09. Now I'm going to make one change. I'm going to change the color from 30 to that nice Larry green color 110 there. Click on OK. Close the Layer Properties Manager and you'll see that everything has changed to that green color. That's why you use those by layer settings, because you've got hundreds of objects that may need a color change, a line type change, a line weight change, and so on. Now, that's the benefit of this particular tool. The properties of an object can be individual, or they can be set to the properties of the layer that they are on.